Hey guys, BradM73 here. Welcome to a new series I'm going to be doing on Star Citizen. And it's basically to help new players, or if you're thinking about getting into Star Citizen, this is going to maybe help you decide. But hopefully, I'm intending for this series to help new players kind of get into the game and get a good idea of what the game is all about. Today is July 1st, 2021. We are still in Alpha 3.13, but 3.14 should be coming in a few weeks. I'm thinking mid-July, maybe. We might be getting PTU as early. I don't think it's going to be as early as tomorrow, but probably within the next week. So I don't know. We're just going to have to kind of wait and see what we get. But I actually went and I created a new account. And I'm not going to pull up my account information here, but I am going to show you kind of what I did. And I go into the pledge store, and I actually purchased an Aurora MR starter pack. Now, the Mustang Alpha and the Aurora MR starter packs are the two lowest cost starter packs you can get. On average. Now, sometimes, different times of year, there's going to be sales where you might be able to get $5 off of these packs. There might be additional starter game packs that are inexpensive. There's also the Origin 100i starter pack, the Anvil C8X Pisces Expedition. This is also a very good starter pack. The Pisces is really nice. It can zip around pretty good. My favorite starter pack of all, and the one that I personally am going to recommend to everybody, is the Avenger Titan starter pack. It is $70 US. And that's going to vary from in different countries. So, but because I wanted to start off, absolutely cheapest bare bones price I could do, which is I think what most people are going to do when they join Star Citizen. They're going to go for the lowest cost pack, and that is going to be the it's going to be one of these two, either the Mustang Alpha starter pack or the Aurora MR starter pack. Now, two other options, which I also highly recommend, are the Squadron 42 combos. Now, if you can afford the extra $20, these two combos are the best value overall. Now, if you still want an Avenger Titan, you can do what's called a CCU, or a cross-chassis upgrade, and you can upgrade the ship within that starter pack. So, for example, if I go up here to ship upgrades, I'm just going to show you this really quick. I can click on my Aurora. This is the ship that I want to upgrade from, and then I can go down here. I can find the Avenger Titan. Now, there are several different variants of the Avenger, but the Titan is definitely the best. You can upgrade from this ship within that package to a Avenger Titan for only $25. So if you want to get Squadron 42, you are going to save, let me go back into game packages here. If you want Squadron 42, you're going to save the most money, because right now is the only time that you'll be able to buy a starter package and get Squadron 42 for $20. Once you do that, you have to spend the $45 for Squadron 42 after the fact. So it's either pay $25 now, $45 later, and once Squadron 42 gets released, hopefully maybe next year, we still don't know, but hopefully once Squadron 42 gets released, it's probably going to be, I would guess, at least a $59.99 game. That's what maybe even more, but I would say it's probably going to hit that $59.99 price tag once it actually gets released to the public. So, again, cheapest route, Aurora MR starter package, Mustang Alpha starter package. If you want the Squadron 42 add-ons, go with the combo packages right down here. If you don't want Squadron 42, but you can afford a little bit more, go with the Avenger Titan starter package. And if you want both Squadron 42 and the Avenger Titan pack, they don't have a combo for that one. Is just, buy either one of these and CCU your ship from one to the other to get that so it's basically going to be $90. 65 plus the $25 CCU fee will get you an awesome starter pack and Squadron 42. All right, well, let's go ahead. We're going to jump in the game. This is the first time I'm jumping into the game on this account, and I'll show you guys how to get started. Okay, so now that we're at the main menu, this is the main menu of the game. Up here at the top left, you've got the module selection. The Star Citizen universe is what's known as the PU, or the persistent universe. You might hear me talk about the PTU, which is the public test universe. The PTU usually comes out a few weeks ahead of it rolling over into the PU. So the PU is basically what everybody's generally playing, or the PTU is kind of like what testers play. And often it's available to anyone who wants to play it, once they're given access. Also, you can get early access to the PTU if you are a concierge member, which means you spent $1,000 buying ships or more. So not necessarily ships, any Star Citizen purchase, whether it's it can be subscription, if you do the month-to-month subscription, it can be physical merchandise. Any of that stuff would contribute towards the concierge. But once you hit $1,000, you become a concierge, and then you will get access to the PTU. But anyway, you've got the PTU, you have Star Marine. This is just a first-person shooter module. I personally don't play it very much, but some people do occasionally. Also, Arena Commander. Arena Commander is kind of cool. You can just go in and you can test fly your ship, and sometimes you get access to different ships on top of that as well. But it's basically just kind of like a dogfighting module. And you can actually earn badges for different rewards either within or outside the game. For example, every year during Talk Like a Pirate month, you can go in and you can earn a pirate badge that will allow you to purchase a pirate Gladius or a pirate Caterpillar, which are basically just a Gladius light fighter and a Caterpillar cargo ship, but it's got this really cool black and red pirate theme. So anyway, you've got your friends lists over here, and that's where you can add friends, and you can also invite friends into your group. Now, we're just going to go ahead, we're going to go into the persistent universe, and because we've never entered the game before, we have to make our characters. So we can either choose a male or female. I'm going to go with male because I'm a dude, and I actually kind of like the default guy, and I'm not going to go ahead, or I'm not going to go and I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time configuring my guy, but you can cycle through eye color and a whole bunch of other things. If we click begin blending, there are different heads that you can choose. So we can cycle through, I don't know why it's going to the eyes, but we can cycle through different heads, different ethnicities, and you can actually blend each one of them. Now, this is still kind of a work in progress. This is actually going to change as development continues, but it's way better than what we used to have. But I the hair is fine. Kind of looks like me when I was younger. No, not really, but but anyway, if you want to configure your character, by all means, you're free to do that. So once you have confirmed, we will save our character. That's going to take us to the persistent universe. Now, down here at the bottom left, you've got server location best. So there's USA, the European Union, or Australia. So those are the servers that I have access to. I'm always going to put best. 99% of the time, that's going to put me on a USA server. So if you're in the EU, it's going to put you on the EU servers. If you're in Australia, it's probably going to put you on the Australian servers. Up here, we have a select system. Now, you're like, hey, what's this hangars thing? So every time you purchase a ship, it's going to include one of 4 different hangar types. Now, since I just own this one ship on this gaming profile, I only have one. I should only have one hangar. Does it? I don't see the. Oh, that's right. Hangars are broken right now. Okay, so you should actually see the hangar modules there, but for some reason a few weeks ago they got broken. So hopefully once 3.14 comes out, you know, you'll be able to actually select a hangar. They're nothing special. They're just kind of like a big box that looks like a hangar where you can load up ships up to size 3, and you know, you can get in them and walk around them and things like that. So that's what the hangar module is, but we want to go to the Stanton system. Now, we're going to select a location here, and we actually have 3 different locations to start out with. Now, for simplicity's sake, I am going to choose Lorville. Lorville is kind of like the industrial planet. If you've watched any of my series before, you're going to know what that is. Area 18 is kind of like Coruscant, from if you're a Star Wars fan. It's basically a planet. The entire surface is covered in a gigantic city. And then New Babbage is kind of like the high-tech, you know, Apple, you know, planet. Basically, like Apple of the future is on New Babbage. It's really high tech and stuff like that. Really cool. But we're going to start out at Lorville. It's my It's the place that I always recommend people start. It's a little bit confusing to get around, but once you figure it out, it's really not so bad. So we're going to visit the location, and we'll be back once I'm loaded in. Okay, so the first time you load into the game, especially the first time, it can take a very long time to load in. It took me about a minute or so, but if you've got, I've got a pretty high-end PC. If you've got a lower-end PC, it might take you even longer. I've even heard rumors of people taking 5 or 10 minutes to actually load in. But we start out laying down in our hab, and you can see our body here, and you're probably like, what in the heck is going on here? Well, to get out of bed, we hold the Y key for about half a second to a second, and we should get up out of the bed. And so now I'm going to hit F4 here. This is going to allow me to do kind of an external view of my character. And as you can see, I have the bare bones flight suit and helmet, and I just have like the bare bones pistol. Hitting F4 again kind of puts you in a rear third-person perspective, and then hitting it F4 again will put you back into first-person perspective. Now hitting F1 is going to bring up the Mobi Glass. This is kind of like your little holographic wrist computer. I'm actually starting out with 25,000 Alpha UEC, which is a pretty darn good amount. That would allow me to buy, you know, some basic armor and some other equipment for starting off the game. We can go into the equipment manager, and we can actually see what type of clothing we have. I don't think I have any extras on this account. We just have the one Arclight pistol as primary. Armor, we have no armor other than the helmet. The helmets are always considered armor. And no utility items. Well, the Mobi Glass is, I guess, technically a technology item. So I'm going to turn off the in-game chat and take a look around, and let's go ahead and get started. So you may or may not start out with the 25,000. Now, if you're just getting started, if you're watching my videos, I'm going to have a link. Wait a second. I shouldn't have gone downstairs. I'm going to have a link in the video description. It's actually my referral link. And if you guys want to get started and you want an extra 5,000 Alpha UEC to start the game off, maybe you'll only start off with 20,000 because I started out with 20,500. Yeah, if you want to start out with 25,000 Alpha UEC, use my referral link down in the video description. You'll see there'll be a link to it. You just click it. Be sure to use that when you create your Star Citizen account, though, because if you wait until later, you can't. You're out of luck. You have to do it when you create your account. All right, so I'm basically using the F button to look at the keypad doors and things like that. So whenever you hold F, it kind of zoom. You know, you get this little reticle where you can look around and click on things. So we're coming off the elevators here at the Lorville apartments, or the Lorville residential habs. And we're coming out here to Spaceport. Now this is on the planet Hurston, and the Spaceport is actually, if we zoom in, the Spaceport is kind of right over in this area. You can see the big kind of display hangar at New Deal, where there's a Hammerhead and some a couple other ships in there, which are really cool. And it's just a really neat ambience that you get from, you know, the city. Now this is a little confusing here because this splits off into two, but it's really just a wall right here. If we go this way, we're going to kind of come out into an area that's going to take us to the Metro Center. See, there's going back to the residences, and then there's like hospitals and bars and things down there. Now if you're coming out of here and I want to go to get some armor and things to get me started, I'm generally going to, you know, come around this way. The admin offices are right here. This is where you can sell raw ores for the best price. You can just go right in here, open up the doors with the F key, and there's some terminals over here where you can sell commodities. So if you do like any type of hand minables, or if you work your way up to a larger ship where you can do surface mining, then you can come here to sell. There's also terminals here to pay fees and citations, and there's also a Covalex drop-off point or pickup point if you are doing package. If you don't want to do combat and you just want to do package deliveries, then by all means, there's one of the pickup points that you may be assigned. Coming down the stairs, we're heading towards Tammany & Sons, which is a store. But coming over here, we've got Maria Pure of Heart, which is where the hospital is going to be located. Reclamation and Disposal, which is a mission giver once we get up to that point. And then the McIntyre and Victor's bar, I think is what it is. Yeah, M&V. So there's the bar. We could go in there, but I'm not going to waste time doing that. Reclamation and Disposal is way over there. And Maria Pure of Heart is right here. Now, hospital gameplay, I think, opens up in Alpha 3.15, so this fall. But Maria Pure of Heart, I don't think is going to be open until Alpha 3.16. So, but anyway, there's this area. So let's go back the way we came a little bit. Up the stairs there is admin, and there's signs around here. So if you get lost, you know, if you need to get back to the admin office or the residences or the Metro Center. Now, I wonder if Micro Center is still in business in the future. They probably still don't have NVIDIA cards at this time in stock. But anyway, there's always going to be signs to kind of point you in the right direction. Going across here takes you to the central line. That line takes you over to the Central Business District. You can also, from the Central Business District, take a train back to the Spaceport, but that's the long way, so I usually go a different way, which will try to... Well, I'll show you in this episode. There's still some AI bugs in the game, so if you're wondering why there are the AI people are standing on their chairs, it's actually an artificial intelligence tick rate issue, and they continue to work on it to try to make that better. All right, so coming out here, there's a few things that we can get here. Number one is the Pembroke Armor. Now this is pretty expensive, $10,300, and there's a helmet as well, which is another. So you know, over $15,000 for this armor. But it's something that we're going to want to possibly come back and pick up once we earn some money and we earn enough to do surface mining with a vehicle, because some of the planets get really toasty, and that's going to keep us protected. The one thing that I generally recommend is the Rucksack Core, and it's kind of hard to target here, But it's basically this chest piece and the backpack. There you can see the Rucksack Core for $3,100. And then you can buy the additional armor with it if you so choose. There are other sets of armor that you can buy. I don't really recommend going too crazy because for what I like to do, I generally don't need it. But because I don't want to look like an absolute noob, I am going to come in and we're going to buy some things. First off, supplies. Get yourself an Oxy pen and buy, like, I would say at least, let's see, let's do at least 10. Well, we're going to buy 10 Oxy pens. I always like to have extras of these. I'm not going to worry about clothing. Clothing is not vacuum tight, so if we step out into space in clothing, well, you die. Undersuits, there are a variety of different undersuits that we can choose from. Usually the Beacon Orange is one that I like to go with, or even the Force Flex Gold. It kind of works well with that Rucksack Core and the armor that goes with it. So I'm just gonna go with the Beacon Undersuit Orange. We're gonna get that one. Weapons, now they don't really sell weapons on this planet. They do have a salvo frag pistol. The graphics are bugged here, as well as grenades, but I don't really use these too much. What I do use, however, are the Pyrorite multi-tools. Buy at least 3 of these. 3 to 5 of them should hold you for a while. If we go into weapon attachments, we're going to come down here and we're going to find all the attachments we need for the Pyrorite. So we've got the orbit mining attachment. I'm going to buy 3 of those. I'm not going to worry about the cutter attachment because it's basically useless in the game right now because that gameplay has not been implemented. However, I do want to look for the tractor beam attachment, which is right here. Tractor beam is incredibly useful, so we're going to buy 3 of those. And now we're going to go over to sometimes the display gets bugged, so if that happens, just step back and start over. I'm going to click on armor, and we're going to go down through, and I'm going to find all those armor pieces. What was the... Ooh, oh man, there's like gold armor in here too. That's right. That's right. Okay, I think... Nope, that's tan. Was that the yellow helmet? Oh, no. It was... Ooh. No, I think it's this one, the Horizon helmet. Yeah. In orange. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that. And then we're going to go down and find the MacFlex arms in orange. There we go. This is all light, kind of, yeah, it's light armor, nothing major. Okay, now we're going down to torso. We're going to find the MacFlex Rucksack Core. Gonna click on that to buy it, and we're gonna do the same with the legs, the MacFlex legs orange, and we're gonna go ahead and buy those. So that's really everything I need right now to, number 1, not look like a noob, and number 2, have some equipment where I can go out and actually do FPS mining if I want. That's first-person mining. Okay, so my undersuit, we're going to do the Beacon Orange. I'm going to save my changes as I go in each category. So save the undersuit. My weapon now... Oh, I can't do that until I get my armor on. So we're going to do that Horizon helmet. See how everything... See, I'm going to look so nice and matchy. Everything's going to look so cool. And look, I don't look like a total noob. I look like I could be, a space marshal going off into the, mining, doing the mining of the mining things. Or of something. So my utility item is going to be my multi-tool. I'm gonna do let's do the tractor beam attachment because I don't plan on doing any surface mining just yet. And then once you see the save changes and equip disappear and then it reappears, 9 times out of 10 it's going to be equipped. And actually we can see my multi-tool is equipped right there on my left leg. So there we go. We are all set to go and rock and roll and get started in Star Citizen. So yeah, now we're going to head back over to the Metro Center and we're going to take the train over to the Spaceport. So let's go ahead and do that. Going to run up the stairs, run past admin, which is going to be right here on the left again. Going to run past security, which is not, I don't know. They don't open their doors for me. They're like, oh my gosh, it's Brad M73, run! There's Metro Center. Also, there's a really nice map right here of the entire area. So where we are, we're right here. So there's Tammany and Sons. We ran kind of up through. Admin is right here. I don't know why they don't have admin on the map. I've always kind of wondered that, but I believe admin is right here. We've got the residences here. We're right here. And we need to go here. Now, there's also trains that go out to the city gates. Don't worry about those right now. And don't worry about Leavesden Station just yet, because that's a whole nother area of Lorville. Now, if you want to pause the video, if you're following along in-game, and you want to go explore those places, by all means, jump right over there. Check it out. It's pretty cool. But right now, I'm just trying to get started. I'm trying to get on the road to making money. So we got some time before the train arrives. I'm going to see what contracts we have. Now, right down here at the bottom, we've got the contracts manager. I like to start off with doing bounty hunting missions. So the tracker training permit certification, this is what you want to start off with. I'm going to pay the 500 Alpha UEC fee, and we have to find and apprehend, aka kill, Salvatore Amo. So we're going to do that. Now, another thing that you always want to do when you are doing these missions, you want to go into Mercenary. There's a mission called a Call to Arms. And basically, you're going to get rewards of anywhere from 500 to 1,000 Alpha UEC, sometimes more, for killing bad guys. So I accepted that, hit my F1 button to get out of my Mobi Glass, and we are going to step. We're going to step on the train. We're going to say goodbye to the Metro Center. Now, he's really far away. He's like 31, almost 32 million kilometers, which means we're going to have to take off. We're going to have to fly all the way over. He's probably at Crusader. And we can actually hit F2, which is also part of our Mobi Glass, and we'll be able to zoom all the way out. Sorry about the flickering. It's because I'm on the... Actually, let's wait. Let's wait until I get off of the train. There is the Hurston Dynamics building off in the distance. We started from over here. I think that building's like 4.5, 5 kilometers tall. It's really tall. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, sometimes there's like this little flashy bug. Now, another thing, remember, this game is alpha. So it's like early alpha. They're actually building this game, and we are lucky enough to pay to test it, I guess. So if bugs and things like that are not for you, then by all means, I don't recommend the game. But it's still, like, every 3 months when they roll out the big patches, it gets better and better all the time. And I just love the fact that it's a seamless world. It's just amazing. It's just awesome. And plus, I love the sci-fi genre like this as well. So this is like my dream game. All right, so... oh, yeah. We're going to hit F2. Okay, so this is the Stanton System. This is the only system that's in the game right now. Well, we've got several different planets. We've got Hurston right here. This is where we are. There's Arc Corp. That's where Area 18 is. Microtech up here. That's where New Babbage is. So the high-tech Microtech. And then over here we have Crusader. Crusader's like a gas giant. And when the new patch comes out, which is 3.14, they're actually completely redoing the planet, and there's going to be kind of like this floating city in the clouds of this planet. And the screenshots I've seen of it so far are amazing. Let's see, Crusader has 3 moons. We've got Selen, Yela, which looks like where the target is, and Daymar. So looks like we're going to have a really long flight, and I'll probably just time lapse for that for you guys. So because it's going to take probably 5 to 8 minutes to get there. Let's see here. So yeah, Skyline. That's what the F2 is. Your map. So we've got the vehicle loadout manager. Now we can select a ship. So I've got my Aurora MR here. And we can actually go in. We can change the missiles. We can change the quantum drive. So if we want to get places faster, we can do that. I'm not going to worry about that so much as I am like the power plant, the coolers, and the shield generators, as well as the weaponry. I definitely want to upgrade these weapons fairly soon so that we can have a better chance of not dying with the doing bounties. So all right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna run over here and we're gonna call up our one this is all we have, our one fighter, light fighter here. And we're going to go to Hangar 9. Now, there's a vehicle dealer, ship dealer called New Deal. I'm just going to run in here really quick. We've got a Hammerhead out there. You can look through. You can tour the entire thing. You've got a Mustang Beta right here. So this is kind of similar to the other ship in the starter package. Definitely looks way cooler than the Aurora, but it's just not useful. And then we also have a Constellation Phoenix, which is the luxury version of the Constellation. We've got a Origin M50 right here. This is like a little racing snub fighter. I've got an Aurora, no, not an Aurora, an Origin X85. This is kind of like a little luxury runabout. We do have an Aurora. We've got an Aurora. Which one is this one? The Aurora LX. And then we've got the this is the Prospector. So this is like a mining ship for asteroid and large surface minables. So there's all kinds of ships you can actually purchase in game, and that's what we're really going to be working up towards. Now, I'm actually going to be either working up to either an Avenger Titan. I might go a little bit further and go for like a MISC Freelancer if I can really slog it out. The Freelancers are really good, and you can do bounties in them. If I really want to grind, I'm going to go for a Freelancer Miss, because this ship is really awesome for doing really everything up to very high risk bounties. You can't do extreme risk bounties, but yeah, I don't know. We're just going to have to see how quickly I can get up to making some money with my little base Aurora MR. This is like expert mode here, but also it's what the vast majority of you guys are going to be starting out with. Now you might start out with the Avenger Titan, or you might go all out and get like a Cutlass Black, or even I'm trying to think some of the other starter packs. I think they actually have a Freelancer starter pack, so you might even go with a slightly bigger ship. And then I think we have to go to hangar 9, if I'm not mistaken. If you forget, you should be able to zoom in on your ship, and it should tell you which hangar it's located in. Sometimes the system gets it wrong, but usually it's correct. All right. And here is our awesome ship. Oh. Here's our little tiny Aurora. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm going to be flying one of these for quite a long time. Again, F key, enter the ship. We can board the ship. Door's going to close, and I'm just going to hit F, enter the pilot seat. Now, getting out of the pilot seat is just like your bed. You just hit Y if you want to get out of the ship, or hold Y for a second. To power everything up, we're going to hit the R key. You can see everything come online there. And actually, we can either hit F11, and we can click on Friends, and request takeoff clearance from Lorville Landing Services. We can do that from right here. Or on this ship, we can hold the F key, and we can click this little icon on the left panel to request landing or takeoff, well, or landing clearance. So we're cleared for launch. We're going to see those launch bay doors, and I'm going to hold. If you can see straight ahead, I've got this little indicator right here, and I'm going to make sure that I'm holding it right there in the center over this little dot. It's going to take some practice, so get used to it. But I'm going to just hold the space bar. We're going to go straight up. We're kind of tilting back a little bit, so always use your attitude indicator to try to stay right around that 0 mark. All right, so the sun is going down. Now, once we kind of get some altitude and we're kind of cleared out of the... why am I going sideways? We must be getting some wind. I'm going to hit the C button. That's going to turn my cruise control on, and you can see there's kind of like this little weird, these two arrows pointing in at each other. That's actually showing the trajectory that my ship is heading in. So even though I turn, it's kind of lagging behind. That's because my ship and the velocity is still kind of trying to play catch up there. You can also, we can see right here on the left, where, I don't know why it just turned into a little hand. I don't know if you can see that or if that was just me. But this is actually what I have my speed set to, so 140 meters per second. This little up arrow means that I've got the cruise control set, because you can see if I hit C to turn it off, I come to a stop. That little arrow goes away, and I basically come to a stop. And my ship is hovering in midair, just like this. I'm going to hit the N key, and that's going to raise my landing gear. Let's go ahead and hit C to turn the cruise control on, and then you're going to use your mouse wheel to actually increase or even decrease throttle. So we're going to increase it a little bit. Usually I like to, keep it right up around here. We're just going to aim up. Now, another thing you can do is you can tap the B key. That's going to give you all your quantumable points. Now you see everything's red. All these little dots are all red. That means we can't quantum drive, we can't quantum to them yet because we're too low in the atmosphere. Now on Hurston, we have to get up to about 10,000 meters, and you're going to see a few of these. We'll shoot up to, this is Everest Harbor. We're going to shoot up to Everest Harbor, so you'll see that actually turn kind of a green. Yep, there we go. Now we're high enough. And yeah, so I'm going to just kind of move over here, and as long as we're kind of pointing in that direction, you can see how the calibration goes up to 100%. Once we're spooled and calibrated, we should be able to hold the B key, boom, and we've quantumed right up to the space station here, which is really cool. So now we're actually in outer space, and we've left behind the Hurston, Lorville, the Hurston building, Lorville, behind us. You can kind of barely see it right back there. But yeah, so this is a big space station. Once I really start getting into doing bounties, this is usually going to be my base of operations. It's usually kind of where I personally like to hang out. But that's just me. So now I'm going to rotate around here. Now you can see, okay, we've got a lock on Crusader. It's kind of hard to see because the sun is in the way. But looks like I got a lock on Crusader. So I'm going to hold the B key. And the game is a little bit jumpy. I mean, I've got a pretty high-end PC, but the game is still a little bit jumpy when you jumped into Quantum. So we're saying goodbye to Hurston, and, you know, we're going to make the journey over to Crusader. And it's going to take us a while to get there because this ship is not the fastest in the game. We can actually get up out of the seat while we're in Quantum. We can take a look at the ship if we want. Really, there's nothing in here. We've got the 2 doors where we can, you know, exit. We can even open the doors in Quantum. Just don't stick your hand out. But we can actually lie down in the bed. Now, you can lie down and log out. I don't recommend doing that right now. Sometimes it works okay in some ships. Other times it doesn't. You definitely don't want to do it while you're in Quantum. Logging out while you're in Quantum because, yeah, it's going to have all kinds of weird problems. But, yeah. All right, so we're going to get back into the pilot seat. And we're going to see how much further we've got to go. So 26 million kilometers. So I am just going to kind of time-lapse this really quick. And when we come back, we'll be at Crusader ready to do our first bounty. Alrighty, well, we're approaching the Crusader planet and its system of moons, and actually you can see a couple little dots there kind of moving slowly. I think on the right, just approaching the ship, that's Daymar. I thought I saw Yela, but it might be hidden behind Crusader right now. Though usually it's kind of more off to the right, I thought. And Selen is usually behind Crusader. So this is a really big planet. Woo! And and it's going to actually look a lot different in just, you know, a few weeks once the updates come out. So let's see here. I need to go over to, okay, so I'm right here. And I will tell you that until they get the map fixed, which I don't know if that's coming in the next version or a little bit later, this does take a little bit getting used to. But to Yela, I can actually plot a course or try to set a route, but I can't because I'm going through the planet and there are no points around Crusader right now to jump me around there. So I can clear route. Now, what I can do is I can jump straight to Port Olisar. I can actually either point there, because there's Point Olisar. You can always tell space stations because they're kind of like this little squarish box shape. So I can do that, or I can plot a course from right here. I can just click it, click Set Route. Up here at the top left, it's going to say Port Olisar, how much fuel is required to get there. And we're going to be all set to go. So now I'm already spooled up since I tapped B. So all we have to do... Oh, I just tapped B again. Whoops. All we have to do is tap B and spool up again. And once we do that, we should be able to hold the B button. We're going to skim the surface. Kind of rocked around there as we were brushing the surface atmosphere. And, uh-oh, looks like we got some ships around here. Is that an 890 jump? Oh, it's an 890 jump. Ah, I've got one of those on my other account. So right over here should be yellow. Oh, I know this game so well. Now, you guys are going to be like, what in the world is he doing? Well, let's go back in here, and we're going to plot a course up here to yellow. Uh-oh. Wait, it's not showing my... Hold on a second. I gotta figure something out. It's not showing the waypoint for my mission anymore. Did I fail it? Oh no. Oh no, I did. I guess it must have timed out. I took too long. I should have had an... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I've got to go... Okay, this happens sometimes, guys, but I've got to go all the way back. Am I even going to have enough... Now, here's the next problem. Am I going to have enough fuel to get all the way back there? What in the world? I mean, that is weird. It figures I would have this issue. Wait, do I have enough fuel? Barely. Oh my gosh. I tell you what. Let's go down. We're gonna land here at this is Port Olisar. I should be able to get landing clearance. And I'm gonna... There we go. So now we see this little circle with the down arrow. And, oh, and don't forget to hit the N key to put your landing gear out. You can see that it's deployed right there. And I'm going to use, I still have it on cruise control, but I'm going to just watch my throttle here on the lower right. I'm going to really kind of bring that back so I can slowly come in. I'm even going to roll it back a little bit more. And then I'm going to tap C just to kind of float over the pad. I'm just kind of, going forward with W, and now I'm using my left control to land. Now, hopefully, we can get quantum fuel. So 20 UEC for quantum fuel, not that much, not that expensive. And you can see it, you can hear it, and you can actually see it fueling up, so we were able to refuel. And I'm just going to go ahead and take off again. And we're going to go back. I don't know what happened there, guys. But at least you got to see Crusader, right? There we go. And there's my guy inside. Oh, I just love this game. Look how big that planet is. That's a big planet. When you get to some of the other ones, they're like, they're not really that big. Then you see Crusader and you're like, OMG. All right. We got to do what we got to do. This happens sometimes. Heading back to Hurston. Okay, one thing I just thought about doing while I'm still in Quantum is going and actually looking to see. Now, again, I don't have that thing, that waypoint, and it's dropping my mission again, and it's putting it behind me once again. And I don't know, I don't know why it's doing this. I've never had it. My ship is so slow, maybe. That's what the problem is. Let's see. Are we locked on Crusader? I can't do the... Okay, so it's back at yellow again. Did I mention this game is in alpha? Alright, so we're going to power back up. Head back to Crusader. We got more than halfway back two-thirds or three-quarters of the way back, and we got to turn around and do this again. So I don't know why it's doing this. Now, if I hit F2, I mean, obviously there can't be that many people that are doing these missions because there's just not. There's, you know, generally you have no problem. I'm just wondering if my ship is so darn slow that I can't get over there in time for it, you know, to, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm taking too long to get there. But I don't think that's it, because I've taken way longer to get there in the past. Oh god, this is gonna like force me to do what is it? The delivery? Not a delivery mission. No, delivery missions are okay. Actually, let's go ahead, since we have to wait anyway. Oh man, because we're out in the middle of nowhere. I don't recommend the claim jumpers missions. A lot of people do them because they get sucked in by, you know, the 22,500 alpha UEC. But for starting off, you're just gonna get the floor wiped with you, because you're gonna be going up against, I think, 8 or 9 prospectors, which are mining ships. They're very lightly armed, but they have decent shields, and if all you have is an Aurora, they're just going to wipe the floor with you, and it's not going to be pretty. I'm actually really glad I thought to watch and see if we still had the waypoint for the mission objective, because I would have been really upset had I gone all the way to Hurston. Because, I mean, this is like real time. I have to sit through this in real time. I get to, you know, time-lapse it for you guys. But, you know, this is actually, we're sitting here in the ship in real time. There's no, like, you know, insta-cut right over to the, destination. It's one of the things that I really like about the game, but it's also one of the things that is kind of boring. Because there's no... You know, there's no gameplay aboard the ships yet. Eventually, there is going to be some gameplay. Like, for example, we might have, like, if I get up here, there might be, like, you know, there might be, like, an access port or something where I might have to, or, you know, maybe even up here, something like that, where, you know, there's going to be, like, a ship component that I might be able to take a tool out and actually work on it and, you know, repair it back up to 100% or something like that. Just to give you something, you know, a little bit of something to do while you are in quantum like this. So, all right, so we've got 3 million to go. It's about 30 seconds away. I still see we've got Leverett Ishihara on our screen. Will he stay there? Oh, did you? I don't know if you just saw the little gas cloud. I don't know if I can go around and look. It's kind of too bright to see. I don't know if you saw that little cloud back there going past. That was actually one of the Lagrange points, which is kind of a gravity well. There's actually a station and a bunch of asteroids. You can go there and mine asteroids, or you can go and trade at the stations. Sometimes you have to go there to find parts that are specific for certain ships. I'm going to tell you guys right now, Star Citizen does have a pretty steep learning curve, though it's not impossible. If you get in with good players, you know, I love playing with, you know, with you guys, teaching new players how to play the game. If you ever have questions about Star Citizen, join my Discord and ask, because I love talking Star Citizen with you guys. All right, let's see if we can get... Okay, we got Port Olisar over here. We're on cooldown. You can re-spool while you're on cooldown, which is really nice. Really cool. All right, we should be... Okay, I'm going to shut the you can actually hold B for a second to turn the quantum drive back off. I'm gonna actually go there as quickly as I can. Let's see if we can get this guy. Now another thing, it looks like if I hit the G key, let's see. Oh, but let's get out of quantum because I can't fire my weapons here anyway. So we've got our primaries, no secondaries. Okay, so if I hit the G key, we want to have this circle right here. That's our gimbal mode. So as long as we're in gimbal mode, our guns are going to track the target as long as they're in that center, that dotted circle there. No, turn it back on. Now these are probably size 1 gimbaled guns. Okay, so we can quantum to the target's location. Good. And it's going to put us about 35 kilometers out. So let's go ahead and speed up here. Oh no, I've got the cursor bug. I don't know if that's going to come through on the live stream or not. I rarely get that. Of course, I get it while I'm recording. I hope it doesn't pull my attention off of the game. Yala's really cool because it's got this big ring of asteroids. Now, if you've got a mining ship, you can bring the mining ship over here and mine for different ores, which you can then refine for more money or sell for less money. All right, so we're coming in here at 556 meters per second. There's like little buildings out there. Kind of surprised. There we go. All right, I'm going to hit the T key to lock onto him. Okay, he's locked onto me now. And here we go. We're in range. Oh gosh. Oh. We can see that we're scoring hits. Hear how it's going. What are we uh-oh, shields damage. What are we going up against? A Aegis Gladius. Okay, now it's a dedicated light fighter. My ship is kind of just a dedicated Mercury Capri or something. I don't know. Oh. Now you also, for the best result, boom, 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 boom. Objective complete, neutralize Leverett Ishihara. So objective complete, subdue bounty. And there is his ship right there. Oh, let's see if we can go in. So we've earned our tracker training permit. We've gotten certified. We were awarded 700 Alpha UEC, which I think that was part of the call to arms. Always make sure you've got call to arms activated. So yeah, here is the Gladius. Actually, let's go ahead and slow it down. Looks like we blew the front of the ship off, which I just saw over here, but now I don't see it. I was going to float around and I was going to see if the guy was in there, but... Oh gosh. Okay, we're getting locked on, probably by his buddies who are going to come after us. Let's see if we can squeeze another bounty in here. Oh, I don't want to send money to anyone. Let's see if... Bounty Hunter Contractor, let's see. Marius Berkheimer. Now this might actually take us back legitimately to... Yeah, this one is going to take us back to Hurston. But this is like legitimately back to Hurston. It's not like we're getting shafted out of something. Oh, we've got... Wait, who was that? Who was that masked man? somebody is definitely shooting at us. What? Oh, it's like an enemy dude. Wait, why am... Oh, it's because my quantum drive. Oh, gosh. What is it? Oh, gosh, this is a big ship. Oh, we might die here, you guys. Oh. Oh, I know, I know. Is he hitting me? Oh, I'm hitting him. Okay, we are scoring hits. Now, this is a torpedo bomber here. This is an Aegis Eclipse. It's not really a fighter. It's more of kind of like a stealth bomber. I wouldn't want to be dogfighting in one of these. Oh. So see how there's the small little inner ring right there? Oh, nice. See how there's that small inner ring? I want to keep my reticle like right in that little inner ring. All right, so did I get paid anything for that? He attacked me. Let's see. We need to go back to Port Olisar because we are going to have to fuel up again. I would be... yeah, we don't have enough fuel to get back. Did I get any money for killing? Yeah, I got something. Must have gotten about another 1,000 for killing that Eclipse. But my ship's kind of too small to lock a torpedo onto it. So, you know, you usually reserve those more for capital ships and things like that. All right, contact ATC to land. We're going to do that right over there.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Make sure my orientation is correct. Put my landing gear down. Throttle back a little bit. I'm just going to fly this in manually. Now, another cool thing is if you suck at landing, you can kind of just hover over the pad here, hold the end key for a moment, and it's going to take you in auto land. Woo! Now, there's a couple shops here we can stop at and actually buy some guns and things like that. But again, I don't really necessarily need to. Let's go ahead. We're going to refuel one more time. I'm going to restock my ammo as well. Kind of do everything. And it's going to go through... Okay, there's hydrogen fuel. Then it's... or quantum fuel. Then it should refill hydrogen fuel. And then I think it rearms us first. And then it repairs last. I think it goes rearm or restock, quantum fuel, hydrogen fuel, and then repair. We'll just do the repair. Alright. So I'm going to take off again, cruise control, spool up my quantum drive. And we got another... Ooh, it's not going to give us the... Okay, so I must not have a direct path to him. So I'm going to double right-click to zoom all the way out. We're going to double-click over here on Hurston. Oh, it's because he's over here. So we're going to plot a course to Hurston. And again, I'm just going to time-lapse this. I'm going to stay in the cockpit this time. And yeah, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose another bounty because I think what might be happening is when I hit F4 to go into that external view, I think I was losing that bounty contract. That shouldn't happen. And again, without with the game being alpha like it is. These kind of weird bugs happen, and when you talk to other players in the game, generally players are pretty helpful to help you figure out, what kind of bugs to look out for, and and more importantly, how to work around them. This is an immensely huge game. I can't even begin to explain what a gigantic concept this is for a game. where we're going to have full, planetary systems. We are going to have full persistence. That means, if I drop a can of, a bottle of water on the surface of a planet, I should be able to come back to that same spot 6 months later and still see that bottle laying there, which has never been done in a game before. So, it kind of creates the ability to create stashes and do all kinds of things. I mean, this is really going to be a huge universe that I just cannot wait to get into. So anyway, let's. I'm just gonna time lapse the rest of this, and we'll be back in just a second. And we are back at Hurston. All right, so now I think we have to go to Ariel, maybe. So yeah, so let's see if we can get a course plotted. Sometimes if we click there, yeah, it's going to take us to outer marker 3, then to Ariel, then to the target's location. So right there, and it's really nice when you can plot the course like that. It's going to point you right where you need to go, so you can always look, like, see up the upper left. See how there's like that little arrow right there? So it's always going to point you in the direction that you need to fly the ship. And then it's just going to be 3 quick jumps. There's the first one. I'm going to immediately tap B to start spooling my drive again. Now we're locked on to Ariel. And because we have the course plotted, it's not going to confuse the two, because there's going to be two. There's the neutralization point where we have to go to actually get our target, but it's not going to confuse the two because we have them, pre-plotted. I'm going to tap B to start spooling again. And we're 343 kilometers away. Now we're going to be about 35 kilometers away. Now you could actually fly that 343 kilometers away, or God forbid you'd want to spend the, few days flying from Hurston. Where's Hurston? Oh, there it is over there. See it? Ah! Oh no! What did I do?
Welcome to Armed Space Industries.
I don't know how I just turned my ship off. That was weird. Oh, I was holding the F button. Okay. Make sure we've got guns. We have shield. Okay, see our shields are coming back up there, so they're charging. Okay, we're all right. We're okay. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going pretty fast. I'm going about 575 meters per second. Okay, so I've got my target there. So we're 22 kilometers out. Once I get within about 10 kilometers, though, I'm going to want to slow that down to, pretty much maneuvering speed, which is what this little line represents. Some ships it's like a green line, some ships it's a red line. All that's supposed to change in the next version of Star Citizen as well, because all of the panel overlays are getting a redo, which is going to be really good. All right, targeting. Let's see, what do we got? We have a Mustang Delta. Oh, this guy should be pretty easy. Once you see like this, the little green circle. Oh gosh, he hit me really hard. Oh gosh, I think he did. He blow. Oh god, what are we? Mustang Delta. Oh, I thought he was gonna be a cake. I thought he was gonna be cake. Cake. Come on. Okay, I'm hitting him. I think I blew his wing off. Come on. Oh, he's upset. Oh, yep, he's spinning. He's out of control. Boom. Nice. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. All right, so looking at the top, contract complete, bounty hunter contract evaluation, Hurston Dynamics work authorization. So, oh, that's why, because this was the Hurston. We got 4,500 alpha UEC off of that kill. pretty good. And let's see what we're up to money-wise. So we're up to 19,000. Not too bad. And then let's see, now that we've got... So now we have very low-risk targets. Now we can do... we already have the permit to do the low-risk bounties, but the very low-risk bounty... Boy, we've got all kinds of stuff. Verified freelancer, bounty hunter. Okay, we've got to go all the way... Oh, this is for Crusader. So it's for Crusader security. We'd have to go all the way back to Crusader to do that one. And then we have an unknown risk target. Now, these are usually ground attack missions. Yeah, cave can only be accessed on foot. They pay really well, 25,000 alpha UEC. So we might come back in a future episode and definitely do one of those. But let's go and hit this last bounty here. It should be pretty close by. So it's over here at Magda. And we'll just hop straight over. Come on now. Okay, sometimes we have to recalibrate. That does happen sometimes. When you can't jump, all you have to do is just pull the nose off a center so that it loses calibration, but keep it spooled up. Just pull the nose off, put it back on, let it recalibrate, and you should be good to go. So we have to neutralize Hop McManus. As soon as I'm out, I'm spooling right back up again. Okay. Alright, let's go full throttle here. Okay, shields are full, we're all good. I don't want to power off again. Coming in hot. Okay, I'm gonna start slowing down here. Oh yeah, we've got to really slow down. I'm gonna hold the X button. That's basically your space brake. Space brake, space brake. You don't. When you're going through these debris fields, there is debris flipping all over the place, and flipping and tumbling and all kinds of fun stuff. And sometimes it's really hard to see. Sometimes it's like completely black, and the next thing you know, you're slamming into it at 800 meters per second, which is going to destroy your ship. Okay, we are somewhere. Okay, he's got to be out here somewhere. I'm going to go into scanning mode. I'm going to see if maybe we can send a few pings out and figure out where he is. He's got to be in here somewhere. I just want to make sure that that little trajectory pip that I showed you guys at the beginning does not intersect with any of these pieces of debris. Oh, come on. He's got to be around here. Look how beautiful this game is, though. Look at the thruster. Oh my gosh. It looks so nice. Oh, oh. Is that him? Wait, where'd he go? Oh, here he goes. There he is. Yeah, sometimes just stop within about 1,000 meters of your of that waypoint. Oh, let's go back into normal mode. You can go into scanning mode by hitting the tab key on the keyboard. Okay, T to target. What are we going up? an Aurora LN. I don't know if that's better or worse than my Aurora, but should be fairly evenly matched. Okay. See if we can lock... Do I want to lock a missile on? I don't really think I do. And I want to keep that center circle, the center dotted circle, really right about dead center. Right where my little reticle pip is. It's like a little tiny dot, dead center. Oh gosh, come on. Oh. Got me there. Oh, oh, there's his face. I almost got him. Boom! Enemy down. All right. So Hop McManus, subdue bounty. I'm going to plot a course. We're going to go back to Hurston, and I'm going to try to plot a course in here to Everest Harbor. I don't know if we're going to be able to from way over here, though. No, I don't think so. But we'll be able to plot a course to Hurston. So let's head to Hurston. We're going to land, get out, and that'll be the end of the episode. So this has been, I don't know how long this has been with all the quantuming around, which I'm going to time-lapse for you, but hopefully this is going to give you an excellent understanding of how to get into the game and how to start making money doing bounties. Look at that. We're almost back up to our starting money. And that's actually, that's going to go up. That's going to keep going up as we do more bounties. We're going to be making money here in a few episodes, probably. We're going to be making tons of money. Why can't I find any? Okay, there, that should be, okay, there's an outer marker, or orbital marker, one of the two. I call them outer markers because my background in aviation, I guess in the game they do call them orbital markers, but, you know, there was actually one of the trailers for Star Citizen referred to an outer marker, so... You know, OM really does mean outer marker. So I kind of use orbital, oh gosh, orbital marker and outer marker interchangeably. So keep that in mind if you're going to continue watching the series. But really, guys, I hope you guys like the series. I'm going to love doing this one for you. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. It's basically starting with a completely fresh account. Ooh, and we get to land at night on the space station. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the L key to turn my landing lights on. You can actually see that illumination kind of light up. I'm going to turn them off again. See how it turns them off? Turns it on. So that's kind of cool. But we have to get in within about 7,000 kilometers of the space station. So we should be getting pretty close. Entering Armistice Zone. Almost there. We should see something pop up on the screen here in just a second. Oh, here we go. So yeah, right there, Everest Harbor. So we're about 8 or 9,000 meters. So we're gonna get a landing clearance here. Oh, there it is. Please contact ATC To Land. And it's gonna give us a little circle with the down arrow. So there we go, right over here to the left. Hit the N key, like Nancy, to put the landing gear down. And again, now here's the big hangar bays, like right over here. That's where you're going to land some of the larger ships, not the biggest ships, like the 890 Jumps. Those actually have docking collars, but yep, we're going to fly right up over here. Okay, I'm going to start slowing down here. Gosh, the roll rate on this ship is crazy. And we're going to hit the C button just to slow all the way down. And I'm just kind of tapping my keys. We can do the auto land thing again. Did it work? Oh, there it goes. Oh, I turned it off again. Let's just go ahead. Or wait, did I? It's not letting... Okay, no, I guess I didn't. There we go.
Landing complete.
So once we've landed, what I want to do, I don't want to completely shut my ship down. I just want to turn my engines off.
Engines are
The reason why is I always want to keep my shields up so that, you know, if there's some guy out there, some other player, wait, okay, exit left, there we go. If there's some other player that's out to troll people, and that does happen in Star Citizen, it happens in every single game, but sometimes people will literally shoot you on the pad or ram their ship into your ship, which blows you up, which is not really fun. It might be fun for them, you know, because they're making other people feel bad and have a bad day, and they are getting a laugh out of it. But I always like to keep my shields up in case they do fire on me, because that might give me enough time to either take off again and fly away, or run away from the ship if I'm already out. So we're going to go to the lobby. So there's docking ports for the really big ships, hangars for the big ships, and the pads for like all the smaller ships. So we are going to head back to the hangar here, and it's a short elevator ride of a few thousand meters. You can see we're already almost 2,500 meters away from our little Aurora. Yeah, we're back up to 23,652. In the next episode, hopefully we won't have all of those really long quantums, and we'll be able to... What just happened? What? What the heck was that? I like stubbed my toe. Look, like even at the bottom left, like I took damage. What the heck just happened? That's weird. Okay, well, anyway, thank you so much, guys. If you enjoy this series, do not forget to hit the like button. Leave a comment if you've got any questions about getting started in Star Citizen. I will be happy to, or I'll do my best to answer all your questions. Also, if you want, even, if there's other questions that can't be answered in the comments section, join my Discord. Links down in the video description. Again, love talking about Star Citizen, and I got to take a breath of air here because I was like talking. I love this game. I absolutely love it. But yeah, smack that like button, leave a comment. Please subscribe for this and many more videos. And again, if you want to get started, use my referral link when you create your account. That'll get you 5,000 extra Alpha UEC to start off the game with. And it helps me out, and I really appreciate everybody who does that. So thank you again so much. Star Citizen Alpha 3.13 right now. We're just a few weeks away from 3.14. Starting off like a total noob with an Aurora MR. I'm Brad M73. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.